Hello and good morning. And thank you again for allowing me the opportunity to come into your telephone, on your television, in the bathroom, in the bedroom, wherever you are. My name, as you know, is Peter Emmanuel, and my nom de gré is Pope Peter Emmanuel the First, Le Premier. I have taken it upon myself the very Herculean task to be the self appointed leader of the dispersed and the despised people whom are regarded as the sons and daughters of Ham. I am doing this short introduction as a preface to two videos or a number of videos I am about to introduce, particularly as it has to do with human rights, the rights of the sons of Ham, the rights of the African descendants, and the rights of the Jewish people. We have long noted and stated, and please excuse my appearance. Very often, when you're making a public appearance, you want to look your best, you want to shave. I have had a haircut, as you can see, so I do look very well, but I wear this hat as a symbol to let you know that I am the law and order candidate. On today, we are going to review two videos, one about the judge in, I believe, Louisiana, and the case in Georgia in which the Hamite was hunted like a wild hog and killed by three citizens. One of the things that we want to emphasize, particularly when it comes to the right of Jewish people, anti Semitism, anti Negroism is anti Semitism because the Negro people are Semitic peoples who came out of Egypt and out of Africa. During the course of history, this connection has been lost. And so they have been turned into a despised people. And what I want to say, and what I've said before, the societies of Europe and the societies of the United States of America, which have been brought about by European colonialism, and globally, there is such a thing as racism, colorism, and particularly in the United States of America, no decision is made without the consideration of race and without the consideration of religious affinity. So I want you to note that. And we have said that repeatedly, and those whom are in power and who do those things continually say, oh, no, I'm not racist. No, I'm not anti Semitic. I have a Jewish friend. I have an African friend, or what they commonly refer to Africans as black people. We are not black people. We are African people. We are Igbo people. We are Yoruba people. We are Zulu people. We are Shona. We are Nedabli. We have different nations. Even in Ethiopia, where our tribalism is so bad, we have the Tigray, we have the Oromo, we have the Amharic. And so today, when we say Aluta continua, the struggle continues, it is not just against European domination and Asian domination, but it's also against internal tribalism. What we want to emphasize that if three citizens can hunt down another citizen because of their race and kill them like a wild hog, and the district attorney can intervene not to prosecute or persecute. Well, we are persecuted, they are prosecuted. And if this judge in Louisiana can, on her own privacy of her home, and today with the voyeurism and the paranoia, people have cameras everywhere and they don't know they're, you see, and that's what criminals do. That's what does genocidalists do? They always record their own crimes. And in the voyeuristic society that we live in today, you will find that people will record their own crimes and then they'll put it on TikTok, put it on YouTube, and think it's cute. So those children at the time, they were so proud of catching what they call a Negro. And again, these are not my words, these are their words. A nigger who is like a cockroach. and they filmed it, they recorded it, and then they published it, they shared it with their friends, and they never thought it would come into the hands of God Electronic Army and God Electronic Army Press. And so I invite you to watch these videos. They're very short. And if you hadn't seen them unedited, you get to see them unedited there. And as once again, the reason why I'm not shaven, I'm not well dressed, is because we are in a state of war, a never ending battle. And when we get to it, we will. I bless you as always and continue to support us and our channel, and please subscribe. Don't just come here to think this is for entertainment. This is serious business, okay? This is God's Electronic Army and God's Electronic Army Press. And we tell the people about their behaviors, we tell them about their prejudices, they deny it. And if you can imagine that you go before a judge, whether it's in JP court, whether it's in district court, even in federal court, this is how the people feel about Jews. This is how they feel about Africans.
Hello.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
I'm not here. It's Satilla Shores. There's a black male running down the street.
Satilla, where Satilla Shores?
I don't know what street we're on. Stop right there. Damn it. Stop. Charlie.
Sir, hello, sir.
Stop it.
Sir, where are you at?
Count 1, malice murder. We, the jury, find the defendant, Greg McMichael, not guilty. Count 2, felony murder. We, the jury, find the defendant, Greg McMichael, guilty. Count 3, felony murder. We, the jury, find the defendant, Greg McMichael, guilty. Count 4, felony murder. We, the jury, find the defendant, Greg McMichael, guilty. Count 5, felony murder. We, the jury, find the defendant, Greg McMichael, guilty. Count 6, aggravated assault. We, the jury, find the defendant, Greg McMichael, guilty. Count 7, aggravated assault. We, the jury, find the defendant, Greg McMichael, guilty. Count 8, false imprisonment. We, the jury, find the defendant, Greg McMichael, guilty. Count 9, criminal attempt to commit a felony. We, the jury, find the defendant, Greg McMichael, guilty. This 24th day of November, 2021, signed by the foreperson. As to William R. Bryan. In the Superior Court of Glenn County, State of Georgia, State of Georgia versus William R. Bryan, case number CR 2000433, jury verdict form. Count 1, malice murder. We, the jury, find the defendant, William R. Bryan, not guilty. Count 2, felony murder. We, the jury, find the defendant, William R. Bryan, not guilty. Count 3, felony murder. We, the jury, find the defendant, William R. Bryan, guilty. Count 4, felony murder. We, the jury, find the defendant, William R. Bryan, guilty. Count 5, felony murder. We, the jury, find the defendant, William R. Bryan, guilty. Count 6, aggravated assault. We, the jury, find the defendant, William R. Bryan, not guilty. Count 7, aggravated assault. We, the jury, find the defendant, William R. Bryan, guilty. Count 8, false imprisonment. We, the jury, find the defendant, William R. Bryan, guilty. Count 9, criminal attempt to commit a felony. We, the jury, find the defendant, William R. Bryan, guilty. Signed this 24th day of November by the foreperson. Go ahead and have a seat. Court having read the verdicts and accepted the verdicts, anything from the state?
No, Your Honor, nothing from the state.
Anything from the defense?
We ask the jury be polled, Your Honor.
All defendants ask the jury be polled? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask each of you individually a set of 2 questions with respect to the verdicts that I have just read. If you could please respond when you hear your juror number. Juror number 1, You have heard the verdicts read. Were these your verdicts then, and are these your verdicts now?
Yes, sir.
Juror number 2, you have heard the verdicts read. Were these your verdicts then, and are these your verdicts now?
Yes, sir.
I think, I can't, okay, 2. Juror number 3, you have heard the verdicts read. Were these your verdicts then, and are these your verdicts now?
Yes.
Juror number 4, you have heard the verdicts read. Were these your verdicts then, and are these your verdicts now?
Yes, sir.
Juror number 5, you have heard the verdicts read. Were these your verdicts then, and are these your verdicts now?
Yes, Your Honor.
Juror number 7, you have heard the verdicts read. Were these your verdicts then, and are these your verdicts now?
Yes, Your Honor.
Juror number 8, you have heard the verdicts read. Were these your verdicts then, and are these your verdicts now?
Yes, Your Honor.
Juror number 9, you have heard the verdicts read. Were these your verdicts then, and are these your verdicts now?
Yes, Your Honor.
Juror number 10, you have heard the verdicts read. Were these your verdicts then, and are these your verdicts now?
Yes, Your Honor.
Juror number 11, you have heard the verdicts read. Were these your verdicts then, and are these your verdicts now?
Yes, Your Honor.
Juror number 12, you have heard the verdicts read. Were these your verdicts then, and are these your verdicts now?
Yes, Your Honor.
And juror 16, you have heard the verdicts read. Were these your verdicts then, and are these your verdicts now?
Yes, sir.
The jury has been polled. Anything further from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
From Greg McMichael.
No, Your Honor.
From Mr. Bryan.
No, Your Honor.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, what that means with the court having accepted your verdict is that your role in this case is now at an end. What we're going to do today is I'm going to have all of you, the panel and the 3 alternates, go ahead and retire into the jury room. I'm going to address a couple matters logistically with you in the jury room once we get done here. But before we do that, and before I excuse you, I do want to thank you publicly for your service here in Glynn County. It has been a long trial, and I appreciate the fact that you have been attentive. You've listened to the evidence, and that is what we ask in this court. It's a very simple ask in a very complex way, so it's appreciated. When we all got together, I say we all got together, when we got together at different times, I said that I was going to thank you a number of times and how I was going to tell you I do truly appreciate your time here. Hopefully you understand why I said that when we started. I do also hope that you got a little bit of an insight into what goes on in a trial and maybe understand a little bit more of how important it is for members of our community to come down and be part of this process and serve as jurors in this community. So again, thank you for that service. And I'll come address you all in just a moment. You're excused.
All right, for the jury.